What's up, everybody? Bat Tracy back again for Would You Spend a Day with Tim on WYSADWTA. As always, wait, I said that. I was gonna say my name again. I'm retarded. Fuck. Anyway, doing another episode of First Time Views and Reviews here today. I believe this is episode 9. I don't know. I'm so bad at remembering what number I'm at for things. I just typically number them on YouTube. I don't really remember. But oh well, here we go. Cue the music. Da-na-na. Alright, so the first one I got to talk about is The Founder with Michael Keaton. I don't have, I don't own the movie. I watched it on Netflix, so I will put the poster right here. Okay. Didn't make notes for this one though, so I gotta get those out. Okay, so The Founder takes place in 1954. It's directed by John Lee Hancock and stars Michael Keaton as Ray Kroc. Also, John Carroll Lynch, who I call him the Bubble Boy dad because he's the dad in Bubble Boy. He plays Mac McDonald, and then Ron Swanson, Nick Offerman plays Dick McDonald. But so basically, the movie is about McDonald's, the restaurant, fast food chain, and how basically Dick and Mac McDonald started McDonald's in 1954, I believe, or early 50s in San Bernardino, California. And they were the first ever fast food restaurant. They perfected it. They made their own design and everything. And Ray kind of just snuck in there, got them to franchise it, and then basically it was just him subtly and slowly shutting these brothers out of their own business and taking over McDonald's for himself. And Michael Keaton's really good at that. He's really good at those roles where he has charm, but he's very conniving and evil. And it's in his eyebrows. You can tell. Guy, it's just something about Michael Keaton. I loved this movie. Lex and my dad got to go see it in theaters, and I never got to go. So I was excited to watch it. I was happy. It's really well done. Really well done. I highly enjoyed it. But that opening promo where it's Ray Kroc selling the milkshake machine to one of the restaurants that he travels to. He's a traveling salesman at the beginning. But just that opening promo that he does, that monologue, I think that's the greatest scene in the entire movie. It was so good, so good. But I also know the movie it failed at the box office. Surprising because it's so well done. They had a budget of $25 million and it only made $23.5 million at box office. So it is a failure. But I wrote some stuff down that I wanted to talk about. They learned how to make a burger in 30 seconds, which if you go to McDonald's nowadays, their burgers are terrible. They take forever and shit. But and there's also a part where Ray, Michael Keaton's character Ray, he asked for their phone number, and Nick Offerman's character responded with, "You're not my type." And I thought that was funny. I was like, "Oh, a gay joke in 1954." It's kind of uncommon. I hope I got to stay to this side. I got the poster over there. Thought that was uncommon. Then there's a couple quotes. Dick said it's a goddamn hamburger. I thought that was a funny quote. And Linda Cardellini was in this movie. She was awesome. She's awesome in every fucking movie she's in. Freaks and Geeks, Avengers, A Daddy's Home, Scooby-Doo. Just naming things she's in. She's in a lot, though. I love her in everything. She's fucking awesome. And, yeah, Michael Keaton turned out to be an asshole in the end of this movie, and I really liked it, though. Really well done movie. But I'm thinking, like, what's this movie supposed to do? Like, are we not supposed to eat at McDonald's anymore? Or, like, you know? I don't know. But, also, fun fact, it was produced by Jeremy Renner. I thought that was pretty cool. Just a random movie Jeremy Renner worked on. So, yeah, The Founder. 2 thumbs way up. I loved it. I really loved it. I'm going to go buy it on Blu-ray eventually. Just haven't gotten around to it, but loved it. Next, I've got Harry and the Hendersons. This is a movie I'd never seen before, but I really loved John Lithgow. Like, love the guy. He's great in everything, especially Dexter season 4. He's fucking evil in that. So this is a movie directed by William Deere. Not sure anything else he directed. I could fact check, but too lazy. But yeah, so this movie, I never seen it. Lex always said it was really shitty, but my dad really recommended it, so I finally picked it up on Blu-ray. It was at Best Buy for $5, so I figured why not. So basically, it's about the Hendersons, this family. They go, I'm not sure what they're doing. They're like camping or something. Well, they end up hitting Bigfoot with their car. So they bring him home, and they name him Harry. And basically, he just kind of fits in with their family. Where at first they're scared of him. They're not sure what to do because they think he could be wild animal, stuff like that. But he learns to live with the family and helps them out with stuff. And towards the end, there's people hunting Bigfoot, and they gotta protect him and get rid of him and stuff like that. And it was a really well done movie. It was really funny and stuff. I loved it. Don't know why Lex said it was so terrible. I just realized he doesn't like good movies. He hates anything that's good. He only watches indie films, so fuck him. But I really liked this movie. Definitely, I'm gonna watch it again. Actually, I liked it a lot. It's really well done, and it's only PG, so it's a fun family film. Really good. I liked it. Next up, got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation 2, Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure. Never seen this one before, but I picked it up on DVD a while back, and this is one I was thoroughly surprised with how much I liked it. Actually, I thought it was going to be really shitty, but I ended up really liking it. It's a made-for-TV movie. Not sure what channel it was on back in the day, but Cousin Eddie, Randy Quaid is the only one who comes back from the originals. He's the only person, or the only actor who's, from any of the movies that comes back. But also, the one character, I can't remember her name, but she's Clark Griswold's daughter in the original movies. I can't remember her name, but she's in this also. Not the actress, but the character is. But this one, it was way better than I thought. I thought this was going to be a really dumb, shitty movie, but it was pretty funny. It's basically Randy Quaid. Obviously, you guys know he's Cousin Eddie from the National Lampoon's Vacation movies, which I believe is actually only in, I think he's in Vacation, Christmas Vacation, and Vegas Vacation. I don't think he's in European, but so basically, they win. He works at a radioactive, like a nuclear radiation plant or something, and he lost his job to a monkey, and so instead of him suing them or something, like they give him a trip to go on an island adventure. Well, anyway, their plane crashes and they're stuck on an island and have to learn to make their own civilization and all this shit around Christmas. And I don't know, it was really dumb, but I liked it a lot more than I thought it would. And there's this funny gag where there's this British dude that Randy Quaid keeps fucking knocking over and shit, and kicks his seat on the airplane and stuff. It was pretty funny, but overall, really liked this a lot more than I thought I would. I thought this was gonna be a dumb movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Next up, got Norbit. This one I have seen before, but I haven't seen it since it was in theaters, which was 2007. So 10 years it's been since I've seen this movie. And this one we actually own on Blu-ray, but Lex won't let me open it. So I went and picked up a DVD copy just to watch it, because I wanted to see this again. It's been, like I said, 10 years since I've seen it, so I wanted to. And this was surprisingly better than I remembered. I remember seeing this in theaters 10 years ago. I was, 12 years old, and I remember thinking it was dumb then. But now going back, it was pretty funny. I liked it. So Eddie Murphy plays Norbit, and he also plays Rasputia, and he plays Dr. Wong, too, I think, or Mr. Wong in the movie. Yeah, but also Thandie Newton, Eddie Griffin, Terry Crews, Cuba Gooding Jr. are in this. But this movie was really funny. It's nowhere near Eddie Murphy at his best. But this always reminds me of the roles that the movies he's played multiple roles in, like Bowfinger or The Nutty Professor, or I know I'm missing one. There's another, but I can't think of it. But yeah. So basically, Norbit is an orphan, and he's always loved this chick Kate, but she got adopted, he didn't. So then Rasputia basically finds him as a kid and is like, "Hey, you're my boyfriend." They go on and get married, and she's got these big brothers who pick on Norbit and shit. And basically, Kate moves back into town wanting to buy the old orphanage and have Norbit run it with her. But then Cuba Gooding Jr. is her boyfriend, and he's like a real sketchy dude who's trying to, not get her to do this. But then the brothers kind of, talk him into buying it for them, and they're going to turn it into a strip club called Nippolopolis. Because they want the alcohol license, or the liquor license and all this. It's a really convoluted plot, but totally made sense. Easy to follow. I really liked this movie. So yeah, I thought this was really well done. And the story's by Eddie Murphy and Charles Murphy. Didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Directed by Brian Robbins. Not sure what he's done. But yeah, I liked this movie a lot more than I thought I was going to, or a lot more than I remembered it. So, next up, got Rock Dog. And this is a movie I've been wanting to see for a long time. Super happy I finally got it. So basically, Rock Dog, it's about Bodie. He's this dog, and all he's wanted to do since he was little was play guitar and be a musician. But his dad, they live in a community of sheep, and wolves attack. And so they're like ninja masters or ninja warriors who train to fight the wolves when they ever show up. But it's been like 10 or 15 years since the wolves have attacked. So, people are kind of like, oh, we're not really sure if the wolves are going to come back or whatever. And the dad's like, no, they'll be back. But it's basically Bodie, all he wants to do is be a musician. And he hears about, what's the guy's name? It's Angus Scattergood. He's this cat who's a musician. So he's a musician, and Bodie hears about him on the radio, and he says, if you want to be a musician, just pursue your dreams, do whatever you can, don't stop. So he travels to, I think it's in, New York or something, or Music City or something. I don't remember the term. But he goes there, tries to find his own band, but then he ends up meeting Angus Scattergood, helps Angus write a new song, because Angus has kind of been lacking in that, and, his label's getting upset that he hasn't made new music, whatever. So it's kind of them making a song together, and Bodie uses his ninja master skills to be a musician or something. I don't know, but it was really well done. I really liked this movie. It's probably one of my favorite animated movies I've seen in a long time. Just thought it was really well done. It had a great cast. J.K. Simmons plays Bodie's dad. Luke Wilson plays Bodie. Eddie Izzard is Angus Scattergood. Kenan Thompson is in this as a henchman. And also Sam Elliott has a small role. And he's always cool to listen to. He's got a great voice. But yeah, highly recommend this one if you haven't seen it. If you got kids or anything, just check this out. If you like animation like I do, watch this. This is a great movie. Great movie. Loved it. Alright, next I've got Three Ninjas. This is a movie I haven't seen since I was a kid. Probably 15 years ago or something like that. Maybe even longer. I remember checking these out from Best Buy way back in the day on VHS all the time. I used to rent this all the time. But finally picked up on DVD, and I was so excited to watch it for the nostalgic reasons. And ended up watching it, and I loved it. Oh my god, it was exactly like I remember. It was so fucking good. It's directed by John Turteltaub, and Victor Wong stars in it. Elliot Slade, Chad Power, Michael Traynor. Those are the three kids right here, which are Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum. Those are the ninja names. But yeah, I remember seeing this as a kid and watched it again, and oh my god, it was fucking awesome. So it's the three kids, their grandfather teaches them kung fu or karate or something. One of the kung fu's, one of the martial arts. Not sure which one, but so he teaches them that, and their dad's not super into it. He's like, oh, you're wasting time learning kung fu. Well, when this bad guy comes, he kidnaps their dad, tries to kidnap the three kids, so they have to use their ninja powers and fight back, and they're like, wow, yeah, doing karate chops and shit. And one thing I totally forgot about this is the three surfer stoner dudes who are the kidnappers to kidnap these guys. They're fucking hilarious in this. Oh my god. When they're talking about kidnapping the kids, and they're like, oh, I bet they're pretty nice kids and stuff. And oh my god, it's so dumb. They're so funny though. I loved this. I can't recommend it enough. Can't wait to get the sequels to watch them again. But This brought so much nostalgia back to me. I was so happy watching this. And I will link down below. I found on YouTube, someone made an action trailer, like a fan-made trailer for this to make it look like a super hardcore action film. And it's phenomenal. It's so well done. I'll put a link down in the description for you about that one, because it's so great. So yeah, Three Ninjas. Let's myrtleize them. Alright, next up, I gotta stand on this side again because I gotta put a poster. I watched I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore on Netflix. It stars Elijah Wood and, shit. The actress name is slipping me. Can't remember it. I will put that here. But this movie was really well done. It got recommended on Netflix, and I was at work, so I watched it. And oh my god, it was so good. I thought it was going to be something totally different from what it was. Like, I thought it was going to be like a horror-type thriller movie. But no, it was pretty much like an action comedy, I guess, or like a thriller comedy. So basically, the actress, who I can't remember her name, it's really slipping me. I feel bad about it. So basically, her house gets broken into, and she's really worried about it, and she just wants people to not be an asshole. She's tired of people being assholes. So she wants to just find the kids who broke into her house and teach them a lesson. So she tracks down her laptop. Well, first, she meets the guy, Elijah Wood, is like a neighbor of hers who's really weird. Like, he works out all the time. He's kind of like, his dog takes shits on her lawn, and she throws a fit about it. But whatever. And so she kind of meets up with him, and they go to these people's house to find her laptop because she tracked her laptop to their house. And they explain, like, oh, we bought your laptop from this place. She goes there, she finds silverware that was stolen from her house, keeps tracking things down, finds this kid who robbed her house, leads her to his father's house. Turns out this kid is running with some people that he knew in prison who basically are just trying to, I think they're just trying to rob his dad and take a bunch of money. But it turns out into this whole ordeal with guns and a shootout. And just, this movie was so well done. The acting was perfect. The comedy elements were hilarious. Like, there's certain moments where a scene will get super serious, and then someone will say something funny, and it's just like, it was pretty great. I mean, I loved this movie. I gave it a thumbs up on Netflix, which Netflix doesn't do the 5 stars anymore, which is kind of dumb. It's just thumbs up or thumbs down. I hate that. I like being able to rate things. But, really liked this movie. Highly recommend it. You should definitely check it out, because it was super good. Can't wait. I hope it gets a Blu-ray release eventually. I know Netflix sometimes, they're iffy on their home video releases, which is stupid. Like, I get it. Like, that's what Netflix should be, is their stuff is on their service. But at the same time, like, I want to own this on Blu-ray, so hurry up, Netflix, put this shit out. Next got Big Trouble in Little China with Kim Cattrall and Kurt Russell, directed by John Carpenter. And I didn't like this movie. Did not like it. It's probably my least favorite John Carpenter movie that I've ever seen. Really didn't like it. I don't know what it was. It just made no sense to me. Like, it's like sorcery and kung fu, and it was so weird. It's basically Kurt Russell plays Jack Burton, and he's like a truck driver who rolls into town and to Chinatown. He's like playing a game with his friend, and his friend ends up losing money and owes him like $2,000. So they go to get it, and he's like, well, I don't have the money currently, but I gotta go pick up my girlfriend who's coming here. First time I'll ever see her. She's an Asian girl with green eyes, which is like super rare or something. And so, like, they're going after to get this girl, but then the girl gets kidnapped from the airport, so they go to save her, and then, like, these people come out of the sky shooting lightning out of their hands, which is just ridiculous. And if I was Jack in this situation, I'd be like, you know what? Forget about it. I don't even care about the money you owe me. That guy shot lightning out of his hands. I'm out of here. Not doing it. They continue with the movie. It just makes no goddamn sense as to why he's in the situation that he's in. Didn't like the movie. It's hard to follow. I don't know. People love this movie. I didn't like it. Next got the Brass Teapot. And I just watched this last night, actually. First time I ever saw it. Loved it. It's so good. Basically, it stars Juno Temple and Michael Angarino. Can't pronounce his name, but it's also got a lot of people in this. Alexis Bledel, Aaliyah Shawkat, who's from Arrested Development, Bobby Moynihan, Deborah Monk, Billy Magnuson, and Stephen Park. And also, Jack McBrayer is in this movie. He's not listed in the cast, but he is in this movie. And he's great in this movie. He's very toned down. His voice isn't as screechy and stuff. I like that. But so this movie, basically, they play a married couple, the two I'm pointing to. And they're really broke, and they're in debt and all this. Well, they get into a car accident, and then they find a brass teapot at a like an antique show. And basically, they find out that this teapot, if you hurt yourself, you get paid for it. Like the brass teapot, it gives you money to hurt yourself. So it's basically like them hurting themselves in different ways, and then emotionally hurting themselves, and hurting other people just to get paid and get all this money. And there's people after them trying to get the teapot, trying to steal the money, and just everything that happens in this movie is really good. I didn't like the emotional pain parts. I thought that just stuff like that really bothers me in movies. I don't know. It's weird things that I personally don't like. But overall, I really enjoyed this movie. So yeah, check this one out. It was really good. I actually really liked it. Brass Teapot. Alright, next up got Monkeybone. First time I ever saw this, I watched it with Lex. He had seen it, and I hadn't, and he said that was crazy because it's so funny. And it was super funny. Oh my god, I loved it. So it's from 2001. It's directed by Henry Selick and stars Brendan Fraser, Bridget Fonda, Chris Kattan, and Whoopi Goldberg. And also Thomas Hayden Church plays the Reaper's assistant, and he's uncredited in this movie, which I thought was crazy. But he was really funny in this. But so basically, Brendan Fraser plays Stu right here. He's like a cartoonist who made the cartoon Monkeybone. And he's about to propose to his girlfriend, and he ends up going into a coma. And so he's in like a coma world, and he meets Monkeybone, like the real Monkeybone. He's trying to get back to his real life world, where Monkeybone is like blowing up, like it's getting huge. And so he ends up stealing an exit pass from hell to get back to the real world. But Monkeybone steals it, goes back in his body, and basically tries to fuck his girlfriend and like fuck everything up with Monkeybone and all this shit and make all these merchandising deals and stuff. So Brendan Fraser, he only has like 6 hours to get to his body before he dies. So he just comes back to the world in Chris Kattan's body, and Chris Kattan's been dead. He's like a dead person. And so he's coming, and he's got to like tape his head up because his neck's broken. He's got organs falling out of his body. And it's pretty funny because like Bob Odenkirk is in this movie. He plays a doctor who just wants to harvest Chris Kattan's organs because he's an organ donor. And Chris Kattan's like running around dropping organs out of his body, and Bob Odenkirk's following, like picking up organs and shit. Absolutely hilarious. Loved this movie. It's so dumb, but it was so funny. Definitely gonna watch it again. Highly recommend this if you haven't seen it because it was so great. All right, then last up, I watched The Defenders on Netflix. I'll put the poster right here because I don't have anything to hold. So I saved this for last because I thought I might talk about this quite a bit. So I'm a huge fan of the Marvel Netflix shows. I haven't watched Jessica Jones or Luke Cage yet. I really am going to watch Jessica Jones now after Defenders because I really liked her character. I've heard her show is very rape heavy though, so I'm not excited about that. I don't like it. But I'm going to skip the Luke Cage series because I didn't like Luke Cage in this series at all, watching The Defenders. Just, I don't know what it was. Like, Mike Colter was fine as an actor. I just didn't like the character at all. Just stupid and just boring to me. And he's so like, oh, I'm Mr. Nice Guy, and I don't want to fight people, and blah, 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 and we shouldn't do this and shouldn't do that. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Fucking superhero. Balls up. But, yeah, don't know why. I just didn't like Luke Cage, so I'm going to skip his series. I have no interest in it. But, as always, Charlie Cox, phenomenal as Daredevil. Finn Jones, he's kind of blah as Danny Rand, Iron Fist. I don't know what it is about him. Just, I don't like that casting at all. They could have got someone so much better to play Iron Fist. Just, Finn Jones, he's so whiny. He's like, wah, I'm Danny Rand, I'm rich, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, just shut the fuck up. And he goes on and on about being the Iron Fist and summoning his chi and all this shit. It's like, just do it. We never fucking see his Iron Fist. He fucking never does it, ever. It's like, dude, just fucking do it. Stop talking about it and just show someone. Everybody you meet, you're like, I'm the fucking Iron Fist. Nobody believes you because you can fucking never do it. Just do it. stupid. Nobody's ever complaining about Daredevil because he's not doing something Daredevilish. He's always fucking doing flips and shit. If you got the Iron Fist, just do it. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, so like Elektra, I guess, is the main baddie in the show. And this show, it's really just, Madame Gao has been everything. It just keeps continuing with the same characters and the hand. No one cares with the hand and sticks back. Just show, I don't know, I thought it was really well done. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed the Defenders, but it starts off so slow and just takes so long to get into. There's only 8 episodes, which is better than the 13 from previous shows. But it's just, it feels like it's so long. There's so much stuff that just doesn't need to be in there. And I think it really convoluted the plot and made it a little messy. But overall, I really did like the Defenders. Like I said, I love Charlie Cox's Daredevil. That dude blows it out of the water. He's probably my favorite MCU casting choice of just all time. I like him more than Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Like, to me, Charlie Cox is Daredevil. Like, he fucking fits that to a T. It's fucking perfect. But yeah, I loved the Defenders. Like I said, there's major issues that I've had with it. Obviously, I didn't like Luke Cage. I don't like Finn Jones as Iron Fist. I really don't like him. I don't know what it is. I just can't stand the guy. Fucking can't. It just bothers the shit out of me whenever he's on the screen. But Rosario Dawson comes back as Claire Temple, the night nurse. She's awesome in everything. She's so good. And then also, had to check the time, sorry. And also, Colleen Wing is back in this, and she's great. I love her character. But yeah, it just feels like, for what the shows were building up to, and then to have Defenders happen, it wasn't anything spectacular, you know? Like, I really thought these 4 people were going to have to stop, like, something that nobody else could stop. But it's like, it just seemed like, the Defenders was a low-budget Avengers. And I don't think it should have felt that way. I thought it should have been its own separate entity that Netflix made for the Defenders, these characters. But it just seems like they took the Avengers movie and just tried to do that, but really low budget. Like, the action scenes weren't even that great. And even the end, like the end battle where, you know, it's all of them teaming up and stuff, it wasn't really that good. It just didn't excite me as much as it should have. And I feel like it was a little bit of a letdown. But yeah. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. As always, I'm Bat Tracy for We Just Put a Day with Tim on WYSADWTA. Comment down below anything you guys have watched recently or any thoughts you had on my opinions on the movies or anything that I've reviewed. Make sure you leave a thumbs up, like this video. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to build our channel. I say this all the time, but I really am. This is something I take seriously. I really want to be able to do YouTube professionally, or at least make a steady income to where I don't have to do anything else. Because this is what I like. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy talking to the camera. I feel like a different person. I'm more happy. I enjoy this. It's something I like doing. So it really shows your support when you like and subscribe to our channel and share it to your friends. Like, if you love movies or you know anyone who loves movies, it's my thing. I love movies, love talking about movies. So, you know, just leave a comment, hit us up. I read every comment. We get like 1 comment a week, so I read everything. I will respond. You can hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, BatTracy01. I don't really use Twitter all that much. I just kind of tweet whenever I tweet funny stuff. But if you want, hit me up on Instagram. Talk movies, talk TV, talk anything. I'm always on there. So yeah, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!